A warm welcome to all the students for this lecture. Now we are going to see what are the different types of automatas that we have. Now automatas are broadly categorized into two. You have something called as deterministic finite automata, or we say DFA, and you have something called as non-deterministic finite automata, or called as NFA. NFA is sometimes also called as NDFA. Okay, so a finite automata in general can be broadly categorized as a deterministic finite automata and non-deterministic finite automata. And then finite automata had some extensions that we are going to see later. Those extensions are called as Milli and Moore machine, but that does not come under the broad classification. This is the broad classification wherein there is something called as DFA and NFA. These you can say these are the extensions. Okay, now so let us start with the concept of DFA. So a DFA makes only one move on reading a symbol. Okay, let's say you have an automata that is given to you, say Q0. Please note, from Q0 on reading A it goes to Q1. Then from Q1 on reading B it goes to Q1 itself. Now from Q1 on reading B it goes to Q2 itself. Okay, now I would like you all to see this finite automata, and I will explain deterministic DFA based on this example. So automata is called as deterministic if it makes only one move on reading a symbol. Only one move on reading a symbol. Now if you carefully see, from state Q0 on reading A it goes to Q1. Okay, so from state Q0 on reading a particular input symbol A it goes to Q1. Is it going to any other state? No. It goes to one unique state called as Q1 from Q0. But if you see Q1 from state Q1, okay, transition from state Q1 on reading input B, on reading input symbol B, is it going to exactly one unique state, or is it going to more than one state? Now in this example, okay, from state Q1 on reading B it goes to Q1 also, because this transition is there, and it also goes to Q2, right? So in this example, from a particular state on reading a particular input it goes to more than one possible states, right? So according to the definition of DFA, since from any of these states on reading one particular input symbol, since it makes more than one move and not only one move, this is not a DFA. Okay, so in general, suppose we are in some state Qi, then from the current state Qi on reading a particular input symbol, say current input symbol is AI, if the automata makes only one unique transition, say Qj, okay, from a particular state Qi on reading one unique particular symbol, say AI, from this particular state, if the automata makes exactly one unique move to some other state, only one, then the automata is called as deterministic. Okay, but suppose from a particular state Qi on reading the same symbol AI, okay, if it also goes to some other state, say Qk, okay, or let's say from this state Qi on reading AI, self transition also may be included. So in this example, from a particular state Qi, on reading the same input symbol, it is going to more than one state, that is Qj, Qk and Qi. So here this kind of automata is called as non-deterministic. Okay, so this is the only main distinction between deterministic and non-deterministic. Automata is called as deterministic automata if from a particular state, on reading one particular input, it should go to exactly one other state. It may go to itself also, like a self loop, but there should be only one possible transition defined on that, from that state on a particular input symbol. If from any of the states, if from a current state, say Q1 in this example, on reading a particular input symbol B, if the automata makes more than one transition, it goes to this state also, it goes to this state also, on reading the same B, then the automata is no longer deterministic, it is called as non-deterministic automata. So this is the basic distinction. So let's see the definitions. Okay, so automata is called as deterministic if only one move it makes on reading a symbol, whereas the automata is called as non-deterministic if it makes more than one move from at least one of the states on reading the input symbol. Okay, so if there is some automata that is given to us, let's take some example. Say Qi, say on reading A comma B, it goes to Qi. On reading B, it goes to Qj. Suppose this is an automata that is given to us. Okay, is this automata deterministic or non-deterministic automata? So you need to check each state and its transitions. If any one of the states, not all states, even if any one of the state exhibits the property that state, from that state on reading one particular input, if transition is made to more than one state, then that diagram is not a DFA, it is NFA. Now here, when you consider Qi on reading A, it goes to Qi itself, only one transition. So transition from state Qi, on reading A, it goes to exactly one state, that is Qi. But if you see transition from Qi on reading B, you will notice that from Qi on reading B, it goes to Qi also, and it goes to Qj also. So it goes to more than one states. So because of this property, since it goes to more than one states on reading the same input, that's why the diagram which is given to us is NFA here. This is NFA and it's not a DFA. NFA stands for non-deterministic finite automata, DFA stands for deterministic finite automata. Another thing you can notice here, on any transition, if I write A comma B, it simply means that on this transition happens if A is read or B is read, comma means or. So this transition happens if A is read or B is read. The same thing here can be also written as Qi, and you can just show like this, on A also, on B also, and this is a shorthand way of writing. So we will not adapt to this, we will adapt to this. Okay, now once this distinction is clear, let us now solve some examples. So design a DFA for a language over sigma equal to A comma B, where each string ends with AB or BA. Okay, let's see what is given. First of all, the language is over A comma B, that means the strings in the language will be formed from A and B, and each string should end with AB or B. Okay, so if you go for a regular expression of this, I think it could be first half of the string can be any combination of A and B, but the string should either end with AB or the string should end with BA. So this is the regular expression for the given language. Now for this regular expression, we are going to now construct a DFA. So first thing you need to ask is, what is the minimum possible string? As you can read, the first half can be null also, but at least AB should be there at the end, or BA should be there. So minimum possible strings are two, either AB or BA. So based on this, let us first draw a finite automata that accepts only the minimum possible string, so initial strings. So let's say if I start from Q0, which is the initial state, on reading A, I go to Q1, and on reading B, I go to Q2. Q2 should be the final state because AB should be accepted. Similarly, BA also should be accepted. So from Q0 on reading B, I go to Q3, B, and then on reading this A, I go to Q4. So this should be accepted. So Q4 is also a final state. So this is a simple automata which I have drawn, which tells you that string A, B is also accepted, string B, A, both of these are accepted. Now, what are the other possible strings that we can think of? Okay. So the string should either end with AB or BA. So other possible strings here could be, first say n number of A's ending with AB should be accepted, n number of A's ending with BA should be also accepted. Difference is ending with AB, ending with BA. Similarly, n number of B's ending with AB should be accepted, n number of B's ending with BA also should be accepted. Then AB and so on ending with AB should be accepted, AB and so on ending with BA should be accepted. Then AB, now BA ending with AB should be accepted. Here also BA and so on ending with BA should be accepted. Now we will take combination of these two, some A's, then some B's, some A's and so on ending with AB should be accepted. Some A's, some B's, some A's and so on ending with BA should be accepted. Then now we have taken A's and B's. Now you take ulta B and A. So some B's, then some A's, and some B's, some A's and so on ending with AB should be accepted. Some B's, some A's, some B's and so on ending with BA should be accepted. Okay. So you have taken the combination of these two. Now you take combination of these two. So then you get AB, BA, AB, BA and so on ending with AB should be accepted. Here you have AB, BA, AB, BA and so on ending with BA should be accepted. Now we have taken AB and BA. Now take ulta BA and AB. So you have BA, AB, BA, AB and so on ending with AB should be accepted. And here also BA, AB, BA, AB and so on ending with BA should be accepted. Okay, so this is a combination of this and this. Okay, now you take combination of these two. So when you take combination, first you will take A's and AB's. So some A's, then AB, some A's, then AB ending with AB should be accepted. Some A's, again same thing, some A's AB, some A's AB ending with BA should be accepted. Then some A's BA, I took AB's, now I will take BA's. Then again some A's BA's ending with AB should be accepted. Some A's BA's, earlier I took AB's. Then some A's BA ending with BA should be accepted. Right? Then so in this manner you can just go on having more strings, but at least these strings should work. for your DFA to get completed. So now next what we will do is we will see to it that all these strings should be satisfied. Okay, all these strings should be satisfied. So let's see how. Now first n number of A's ending with AB should be accepted. So A, then you can have n number of A's here. A, first A, second A, third A, fourth A, n number of A's ending with A, B is accepted. See A, n number of A's, then the second last A, and then B accepted. So this is accepted. Let's see whether this is accepted. Let's see whether this is accepted. N number of A's ending with BA should be accepted. So first A, then n number of A's, then B. Now notice that whenever I consider this term, see n number of A's ending with BA. But if you consider only this string n number of A's till B, okay, the element here would be A, no? So even if you don't consider this is already accepted. N number of A's ending with AB should be accepted. Okay, is it accepted? N number of A's ending with AB, it is already in the final state. Now when this last A is appended to it, it should still remain in the final state. So after AB it comes here, n number of A's, then second last A and B, it has already come here till this. Now for this last A from a final state, it should again go to the final state on reading that A. Right? So n number of A's, all n number of A's, then the third last element of the string, that is this A, is read here. Then the second last element of the string B is read, so it goes to a final state. That means this part is already a valid string. Now to a valid string, if you add another A, still it should go to the accepting state. That is the meaning of it. Okay, so this gets accepted. Now let's see whether this string gets accepted. N number of B's ending with AB. Let's check whether this gets accepted. N number of B's ending with AB. So since it starts with B, so first B, then you can say n number of B's. Okay, so first B, then n number of B's ending with AB. So first B, n number of B's ending with A and B. Okay, here also please note that when you are going to have n number of B's till this last element, please note n number of B's, here also there will be B. So you have n number of B's and after that single A is encountered. This is already accepted state. N number of B's and the A is encountered, this is already accepted state. Now to an accepted string, if you add another B, then also from accepting it should go to accepting. So to this accepting state, if you add another B, then from accepting it should go to accepting state. Right? So n number of B's ending with BA should be accepted, but please note n number of B's till this term. Now this string is not accepted yet. Only when that last A is attached to it, then it is accepted. So n number of B's ending with BA. Let's see whether it is accepted. First B, then n number of B's ending with BA is accepted. Okay, so this string, these four strings are already accepted. Now let's check AB, AB, AB ending with AB. Let's see whether this is accepted. A, B, A, B, A, B, and so on, ending with AB is also accepted, and so this is accepted. AB, AB, AB ending with AB is also accepted. Now let's check whether AB, AB, AB ending with BA is accepted. Let's check whether this is accepted. Okay, AB, AB, AB ending with BA. So A, B, A, B, A, B. Okay, now BA, you want another B. There is no transition defined, so I can just connect here and I can say ending with B, A is accepted. So just for this string to get accepted, what I did was, see the string was AB, 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 it should end with BA. So A, B, then A, B, A, B, ending with B and A. Now it is accepted. Correct? So this string is accepted. Now let's check whether BA, BA, BA ending with AB is accepted. Let's check whether this string is accepted. BA, 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 n number of BAs ending with AB. So BA, 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 n number of BAs ending with AB. Correct? Now there is no transition for A here, so I can just extend this. So then BA, 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 BA ending with A, B. Now it is accepted. So this string is also accepted. BA, BA, BA ending with AB. Next we'll check whether BA, BA, BA ending with BA is also accepted. BA, BA, BA ending with BA. So BA, 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 BA ending with BA accepted. So then we'll see some A's, some B's, some A's ending with AB, some B's, some A's, some B's ending with A, B is also accepted, or ending with B, A is also accepted. So both are accepted. Some A's, some B's, some A's ending with AB, or some A's, some B's, some A's ending with B. A's, some B's, then some A's, okay, ending with BA is also accepted. A's, some B's, some A's ending with AB is also accepted. All are accepted. Then in similar manner, let's check some B's, some A's, some B's, some A's ending with AB. Let's see whether this is accepted. Some B's, some A's, some B's, some A's, and so on, ending with A, B is also accepted, and ending with B, A is also accepted. So both these strings are accepted. Then some A's, some B's, some A's, some B's, some A's ending with AB. Let's see. Some B's, some A's, some B's, some A's, ending with B, A is also accepted, ending with A, B is also accepted. Both are accepted. So then AB, BA, AB, BA ending with AB. Let's see whether it is accepted. A, B, BA accepted, ending with AB is accepted, ending with BA is also accepted. So, and you can check all others will be accepted. So this is the final DFA for the problem that is given. Now whenever, for example, when you are going to draw DFA, make sure that you are also writing so the required DFA M is equal to Q sigma Q naught A and del is such that Q is what in this case? Q is Q naught, Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. These are all states. Sigma will be just A comma B because there are only two inputs. Q naught in this case will be Q naught only. Now set of final states here will be two final states, that is Q2 and Q4. And transition del, okay, you can write del Q naught on A will go to Q1, transition Q naught on B will go to Q3 and so on. Just write all the transitions and then you can also show transition table. for completeness. Thank you.